During the war, this American team entered the Germans' underground. There was no enemy in the underground. Only one German was tied to a stone frame. It's terrifying. As time passed, they found that there was not only no water and no food, there are also countless corpses. The American army was trapped in it and could not escape. And the Germans are also going to blow up this place, just because there is a more terrifying existence in the underground. Hello everyone, I'm Mimi. Today I will introduce you to a horror movie, Bunker. The story takes place in the period of the war. An American team met the Germans' main force during the mission. Both sides were trapped in the river. The soldiers don't know how long they have to wait to get support. The male lead is a medical patient who has just been assigned to this team. He was scared by a banyan tree when he arrived. Said there was a legend of a ghost on the battlefield. At this time, they found that the German army seemed to have retreated, so the officer decided to take them to check. On the way, they also met a German soldier. Don't know what he is talking about, but he was too loud, so he had to kill him. After entering the German tent, they found that there was no one here. Only a door to the underground was sealed. They opened the door curiously and entered the underground. It was pitch black inside the underground. They took a lot of effort to find the switch, but the road is full of traps. One accidentally will be blown into pieces. The male lead and others felt very strange. Why did the German army do this? What made them more shocked was that in the underground, they found a German soldier nailed to a crossbar. The male lead hurriedly took him down to treat him. The bearded man noticed that the wooden boards on the side were all scratches. It seems that there is something that wants to escape. They wanted to take this German soldier out of the underground. I didn't expect a plane to fly over all of a sudden. The whole underground collapsed. The fallen bomb also released the gas. Some of the companions were not able to escape in time and were blown to death. The remaining few people and the German soldiers can only hide in a corner, put on a gas mask and wait for the gas to go up. But when the male lead went to bury the bomb, he found a shocking fact. These bombs were actually launched by the German army. Why did the German army blow themselves up? Is there any secret that cannot be told? And the officer also said that they could not be found. So why did they blow up this place? Now we can only get some clues from the German soldier. But the German soldier seemed to be reluctant to speak. Just talk to the male lead about something important. They don't want to participate in this war, but they can't get rid of the fate. The soldier who was blown to death was a telecom soldier. Now we can only find another person to replace him. And the male lead's behavior was very strange. Even with a knife on his body. Even attack his companions. The whole person is in a state of panic. Only a few people worked together to subdue him. But the male lead vomited out a very strange thing from his mouth. I noticed that there seemed to be a huge dragon's nest growing out of his neck. With such a toss, the male lead died directly. Also hurt the leg of the telecom soldier who replaced him. No one knows what happened. I thought there was food in the dungeon, but they soon found that some of the food had been rotten. There is no food now, so it's almost finished. Time is running out. And there are some strange things in the dungeon. The male lead saw a tombstone in a tunnel. There is also a terrifying creature crawling out of the ground. At this time, the alarm in the dungeon rang. It's so loud that their ears are going deaf. The officer became more and more angry. Forced the male lead to dig an exit. Want to escape this hell. The soldier who was in charge of contacting the outside world has been using radio to ask for help. But the other party always let them wait. Don't give them any hope. No food, no water. The young man was tired and leaned on the table. I didn't expect some white liquid to drip from above. The young man was so thirsty. Just take a sip and think it tastes good. Just drink the rest. The male lead and the German soldier were digging the exit together. I didn't expect the German soldier's injury to be much better. It seems that the male lead's medical skills are good, and they finally dug a tunnel. The male lead crawled in, but found strange fungi everywhere. Like a parasite. He pulled it hard and pulled out a dry corpse from it. Scared him to rush back. But at this time the tunnel collapsed. Their efforts were in vain. The male lead was desperately lying on the ground. I don't know if there is a way out. And at this time, the soldier with white liquid has also changed. He became incredibly crazy. He rushed to the light with a grenade, one to blow him up. Another soldier suddenly rushed up to stop him, but the grenade still exploded. The officer barely escaped, but the soldier with the grenade died on the spot, and the soldier who stopped him was blown up. The male lead hurriedly picked up the radio equipment and wanted to save him, but the sound inside made him furious. At this time, the German soldier shot the radio equipment. The male lead saw a similar brain organ hidden inside, and this transmitter is connected to those followers. The male lead turned around and asked the German soldier, "What the hell is going on?" The German soldier said he was a war angel, also a guardian of the dark. He's addicted to curses and fall. He can only survive in constant conflict. So after being trapped here, everyone became very angry. The German soldier seemed to know everything about him, or he himself is a cursed man chosen. It sounds a little bit confusing, but I probably understand the male lead situation. They were trapped in a dungeon. There is a terrifying blood dance here. It triggered all the disasters here. Everyone went crazy because of his influence. The officer was also crazy and was ready to kill them, even knocked down the German soldier on the ground. Fortunately, the soldier who cut his hand was not dead. With his help, the officer was sent back to the village. Unfortunately, the German soldier was too badly injured and could not walk. He asked the male lead to escape quickly, but the male lead said, "I would come back to save you." Although we have different positions, but we are all forced to participate in the war. The male lead found a passage on the top, climbed out with the partner who cut his hand. Just in time, the army came, took the injured partner away. The male lead did not leave, but was ready to save the German soldier. I didn't expect to see a terrible scene after I came down. A terrible monster crawled out of the German soldier's stomach, like an egg and like an eye. The male lead seemed to enter another space, saw the German soldier's childhood. He was trapped in a strange shaped tree. When the male lead approached, the whole person was dragged into it. At this time, the real appearance of the monster appeared in the distance. The male lead knew that he could not escape, can only approach the original passage. He still remembered that there was a trap here, so he chose to go with the monster. No wonder the German army wanted to blow up this place. As long as the escaped wanted to destroy this place completely. But as long as there is war, as long as there is contradiction, maybe this monster will never disappear. Okay, that's it for this video. If you're enjoying this content, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. See you next time.